Hi everybody, Hannah here. Welcome back to my channel for another video. First of all, I'm going to apologise for me right now. Today hasn't been a brilliant day for me, but I really wanted to film this video. So yeah, I haven't done my contacts or my makeup or anything, but I really wanted to film this video. As you can tell from the title, this is me talking about pregnancy after having a miscarriage, and if you didn't know, I am currently 9 weeks and days with baby number 5. If you are new to my channel, then hi, I am Hannah. I'm a stay-at-home mum to 4 girls, Adi, who is 7, Elena, who is 3, and Aria and Alyssa are my identical twin girls, and they are 14 months old. And in total, I have had 8 pregnancies, 3 of which have been miscarriages. So in today's video, I wanted to talk about how I have been feeling and how I've been coping for the first 5 weeks of this pregnancy, as my miscarriage before this pregnancy was in February. It was over Valentine's Day of this year just gone, so 2018. Now, finding out that you're pregnant is supposed to be a happy time, a joyous time, a time full of excitement and happiness, but however, if you have suffered a miscarriage and then you find out you are pregnant again, whether or not it is a quick succession like it has been for me, or whether or not it is a few months later that you start trying, or it takes a few months for whatever your circumstances are, then I don't feel like I'm going out on too much of a limb here by saying that you, as soon as you see that positive pregnancy test, yes, you are happy and you get just a wave of lots of emotions at once, and you're happy and you're excited, but then at the same time, in that split second, you are hit with a sense of fear and worry and anxiety and possibly even sadness as well, depending on how you were emotionally with your previous miscarriage. So for me, when I found out I was pregnant this time, I had a huge wave of emotions, and the first of which were happy, but it did not take long for the anxiety and the worry and the fear to kick in, and I will admit that those fears lasted as being pure, strong fears, they lasted for a good 2 weeks. I found out I was pregnant at about 4 weeks, give or take, ballpark. And for me personally, how my miscarriages have happened, they have all happened before 7 weeks. And for those first 3 weeks, I was so worried. I was so scared. Every little cramp that I felt had my heart jumping out of my chest. Every time that, bit of TMI, but I felt too much discharge or something, I was terrified that I'd started bleeding, or that that something was going wrong. So for those first 3 weeks, I'd say, were emotionally, I was all over the place. Now, reaching the 6 week, 7 week mark did help, but at this point I wasn't still entirely feeling pregnant. I was still able to be doing things. I wasn't feeling sick, and I wasn't feeling run down and things like this, which are the signs that happen for me when I'm pregnant. My nauseousness kicks in, my morning sickness kicks in, the fatigue hits me like a ton of bricks, as you can possibly tell from how I'm talking and how my eyes are. Sorry guys. But that still hadn't properly hit by 7 weeks. It did hit by about 7.5 weeks, and when my normal pregnancy symptoms started kicking in, my worry and my fear did deplete. It did deflate a lot. However, I'm going to be honest, it was still there, and I'm nearly 10 weeks and I still have the fear in my chest that anything could still go wrong. I'm only still in the first trimester. What if this time my body just rejects it later on in the pregnancy? And yeah, I still have all these nagging little thoughts in the back of my head, which I don't honestly see going away until I'm physically holding this baby in my arms and things. So yeah, one thing that I did do to help me feel a bit more secure within this pregnancy is I made sure that I did take my folic acid, I did take my multivitamins, and I know that I can get anemic when I'm pregnant, so I made sure that my multivitamin had iron in it as well, hoping that would help me with how fatigued I felt. It hasn't completely. For my own peace of mind, personal circumstances may not allow you to do this, but for my own personal peace of mind, and for my husband's as well, because our last full pregnancy was our twin girls, part of both me and my husband wanted to make sure that this pregnancy wasn't twins again. We booked and paid for our own private scan at a scanning centre in our local city centre, and seeing that heartbeat was the most amazing thing. It honestly was. That helped me so much, just seeing that little heartbeat, and the fact that we had a picture to take away, having that picture in front of me and being able to look at that and go, nope, there's baby, does help considerably. But of course, personal circumstances and personal finances might not allow you to do this, seeing as depending on the clinics, the scans can be a little bit of a stretch to the pocket. As I said, I'm nearly 10 weeks and I'm still feeling worried and nervous about being pregnant. I don't know how the rest of this pregnancy is going to go, and yes, I know I am not old, I'm not in the high end of an at-risk category or anything else like this, but anything can still happen. So I just wanted to make this video, one, for myself, I suppose, so that I could actually talk about how anxious and fearful and worried that I have been, and try and see if it helps. But also so that if you are pregnant after a miscarriage, one, I'm sorry that you have gone through that, but as well as congratulations, and then that you are not alone. The feeling of pure terrified, I suppose, is completely natural, because you've lost something, and you know that you've lost something, which means that you are then scared of losing it again. I'm not really sure what else I want to say right now. I could have sworn I had more to say, but my brain is kind of drawing a blank, unfortunately, thanks to baby brain. But if there is anything that you would like to ask me about how I have been handling pregnancy after a miscarriage and what I have been feeling with it, please drop me a comment down below. I would love to talk to you. If you are going through a miscarriage or anything else like this, or trying to conceive after a miscarriage, please, again, talk to me. I would love to get to know you. 1 in 4 of us do go through a type of miscarriage, and we can be there for each other, and we should be there for each other, so that we do not feel as alone as we can feel during it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you liked this video. If you are new here, please hit subscribe. I would love it if you stuck around. My weekly pregnancy updates are coming soon. Hopefully I can muster myself to do them. And yes, I would love it if you would stick around to be a part of this journey with me. So yes, thank you so much again for watching, and I will catch you next time. Bye everybody.